a 1 and a 2 and a 3. Hi! Hey guys! Hi! Welcome back to my channel. It's been a little while, but we have lots of life updates coming your way. And this is...
Saliha.
Yes!
Hello.
We're going to tell you all about how we met and the nitty-gritty about moving to Madrid and the reality of what it's like. So let's get straight into it.
Let's go. So guys, the intro was cute. Now it's time to get down to business.
Yeah.
Okay? We moved to Madrid and we were supposed to be moving in together. We were supposed to be roommates, flatmates, whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
But we got to Madrid and it was a completely different story. Housing crisis, no apartments available, no minas.
Yeah.
Don't even get me
even the nominas.
The nominas, okay?
Comment down below if you've had to deal with nominas, because
Yeah.
if you know what we're talking about, I want to know.
Trauma.
Yeah.
Trauma, yeah. But before we get into that, I want to talk about how we met, because our love story is just one for the ages.
Let's go back to the beginning. So we were both applying to this program called Vengaaa Spain.
Yes.
And just by chance, we were scrolling through the Facebook page and found each other. And it was kind of love at first sight.
It really was. You know, it's crazy. So wait, first, Vengaaa Spain is basically a program that works in conjunction with the Spanish government. And they help people from North America, Canada, and I mean countries from all over the world really. They recruit native English speakers or well-spoken English speakers.
Yeah.
You
You're
know?
making it sound so cool.
Because
I love
it is cool. I have to flex. We literally moved to Spain and we're working for the Spanish government. Come at me, run my check. Anyways, respectfully. But basically, we got the chance to move to Spain and help kids learn English. And basically, we're teachers' assistants. We do all this really fun stuff with the kids, activities, just helping them learn English in a fun way. We're going to talk about that more in my other video.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for that. But
true. Yeah.
we met on the Vengaaa Spain Facebook page, like Dom said.
And the visa process application thing was brutal, and we had to go through a lot of paperwork, which we can talk about more in depth in our own videos.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically I had to go to Miami, where Saliha is from, to pick up my visa, which allows me to work here in Spain.
Yeah, and so since I was already in Miami, I was like, well, girl, when we come, we have to go out, we have to see each other, we have to turn up. Even though we didn't, but we just had to, well, we went to happy hour, so we all know what happens at happy hour in Miami. Anyways, so basically, we were on the Facebook page, we messaged each other. Well, she messaged me when I was like thinking about her.
Yeah.
It was like some voodoo stuff. It was like fucking crazy. But then we got to talking, and then she came to Miami, same with my other roommate now, Chandler, and we were all able to kind of meet before the big move to Madrid. So we were all ready to move in together. We were like excited, ready to go.
Yeah, it was crazy because I wanted to message Saliha right away when I saw her like Facebook post, which was an introduction to herself, and I just liked it. I felt like we would vibe together, and so I was trying to hold back on messaging you because I thought it was too soon to be looking for roommates.
Because we were still so early in the visa process, and so everyone on the page was stressed. We were all freaking out, and so that's also the same reason I didn't hit up Dawn, because I was like, oh my gosh, she's probably going crazy with stuff right now. But then I messaged her. She slid in the DM.
Yeah.
And I was flattered.
Yeah.
And I was hooked.
Oh my gosh. And then, we met in Miami and had a great time and decided we were going to live together. So that's the first chapter.
That's the first chapter. Chapter 2 is where it gets a little crazy, right? Yeah. This is the beginning of the crazy, before the chaos, the calm before the storm kind of thing. It was that. Basically, I went to Italy first because, as you guys know, I moved to Italy 3-4 years ago. So I had some business to take care of there, and then I went from Italy to Spain. So when I arrived to Spain, Dom was already there. Chandler had just arrived, which is my other roommate, who hopefully you guys get to meet soon. And we were meeting, we were all looking at places. Keep in mind, Dom had seen 5 places at least.
Yeah.
Before me arriving.
Yeah, it was a lot. I had gotten here about 2 weeks or a week 2 weeks earlier.
Yeah.
Than
like
Saliha
the 14th of September.
Yeah, like about the 13th or 14th of September. I was just anxious. Yeah, the 22nd. So it was like, and Chandler about the same time. So I was like in Madrid here by myself, looking for apartments, looking for a place to live. And at the time, it was more of us.
It was 4 of us.
Yeah.
And we found like a 4-bedroom apartment.
Oh my God, that was the beginning of the nightmare. Honestly, as soon as I arrived, it was like a complete crisis. Like there were no places available, and if there were, they were only prioritizing EU citizens and people with like long-term work contracts. And so Conversa Spain allows us to have student visas, which allows us to work and everything, but we don't have like tax forms, for example, or
like tax returns or like that kind of thing.
So it took bless you.
Thank you.
So it took a while to like find landlords or like, you know, people who would take us on and like trust us that we would pay and, you know, give us a place to live, essentially.
Like trusting us enough to give us a place. Yeah, 100%. It was like so hard. And like the 4-bedroom apartment that we wanted, I mean, first of all, it works completely different in Spain than it does in Italy, than it does in America. It's like a total different process. Like, and we thought that we had secured the perfect place. We gave them the money. We were waiting to be approved so that we can move in. Everything was going perfectly fine.
Yeah. And this is when I kind of lost it because, basically something happened with one of our roommates and we had to back out. And then the process of like getting the deposit back that I had already paid to a real estate agency, because that's initially what the route we were gonna go.
Yeah.
And they, you know, said that they wouldn't give it back until they got a new tenant and all this mess. But I hadn't signed anything, so they really had no like legal right
to the money,
to keep my money.
Yeah.
So
and the owner our money.
Yeah.
And the owner was like, "Oh well, we're not gonna give you back the money until we find another place, like another owner or another tenant," like what Dawn was saying. And it's like, can you imagine being told that and they have like at least $1,000 of your money?
Like more.
Yeah. It was more than that. I'm just trying to be.
Yeah.
But girl.
And to give you like a quick rundown of what it's like in Spain, like renting an apartment, you have to reserve it, and to do that you have to pay the deposit, which doesn't even include like the big huge fee that the agency, it's
that
like first month's rent as well.
Like the agency fee is first month's rent. And so that's like, imagine the first month's rent is like $2,500, right? You have to give the agency $2,500. And then on top of that, once you're approved by the agency, you have to give the owner $2,500 first month's rent.
It's a lot of money.
And deposit, so another $2,500. So it was like, and we had, the thing is, it sounds like a lot of money because it is.
Yeah.
At the same time, before you make this big move, you have to save up. So we all came to Spain with the perfect amount of savings in order to afford staying at the Airbnbs we had to stay at, putting down the agency fee plus first month, plus like the deposit. It's like a lot of plus.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so we were all very much prepared.
And at this point, we had already stayed in like multiple Airbnbs/hotels.
Yeah.
So I stayed in one, and then I moved into our friend Chandler's for a few nights. Ended up moving like to another Airbnb with a couple other friends that I had made here.
Yeah.
And I'm glad they were kind enough to like let me room with them.
Yeah.
But yeah, it
like
was.
We met some really amazing people along the way.
Yeah. So it really, I mean, I like still can't say, oh, the journey, but like, it's too soon still.
It's too soon.
Yeah. But they were amazing. All the people that, we've come across have been amazing and very helpful and like going through the same thing as us. So we were kind of supporting each other and letting us, you know, couch surf, essentially like with each other until we found a place.
Yeah, because she was couch surfing and then I decided to just stay at this one hotel. And the hotel that I ended up staying at, the people were like so nice, very welcoming, and they like treated the hotel like my home, where it got to the point where I didn't even want to leave. But then I was like, okay, I have to, because I can't keep spending like 100 plus a night for more than a month. Like that's like 2 months rent that you're spending on a hotel or an Airbnb. So it was getting so expensive for both of us, like couch surfing, hotel staying, Airbnb hopping, like it was the whole thing, which we ultimately decided that we shouldn't be roommates anymore.
Yeah. We couldn't stay together and find a place to live. Not needless to say, there is a housing crisis in Madrid. I mean, there's so many people here. So many. So
many.
Yeah, it was a nightmare.
The city never sleeps.
Right. It's
like every day, like thousands of more people just get off a plane and just stay here forever. It's actually like insane.
Yeah, that's a great way to describe it. So yeah, the Airbnbs, everything added up so quickly. We spent so much money just, investing and like trying to find a good place to live, because we would find a place and then it would be a yes and then a no. Like we would get so in it
for us to like
and in love with it. Yeah. And then they'd be like, sorry, no, we decided to go with someone else.
And then we're like, do you have another place like that you can like help us with? And they just wouldn't respond.
Yeah.
It was like complete ghosting.
Rejection after rejection.
Yeah, and it was just so hurtful. And at this point it was 3 of us.
Yeah.
And then we went to go see like some 3 bedrooms at this point, and they were nice. We found one, but it was like too small, or was this, and I mean, look, were we like desperate? Yes. Okay, but we're not gonna be desperate to the point where we're not gonna be living in a space where all 3 of us wouldn't feel comfortable, you know what I mean? And safe. Because we saw some like 3-bedroom apartments, but like the area wasn't that good, and we saw other ones, but then like one room was like a size of a closet. So we just wanted to
close to sleeping in a closet size room.
We almost bought a bed for it. We were trying to figure out how to get like a closet in there.
Yeah.
Like we were really considering.
We really wanted to stay together.
And it was 3 of us. It was me, Dom, and then
at this point.
Yeah. And so we really were trying to just make it happen, but unfortunately that's not how it worked. And then so we ended up looking at 2 different 2-bedrooms.
Yeah. So we had to be big girls and separate and just take that, but we still hang out all the time, so it's fine. But we're unfolding the city of Madrid together. And eventually, like after we looked at the 3 bedrooms and realized it wasn't going to work because either they were too small or in a neighborhood like that felt like unsafe, or like maybe just super far away outside of Madrid. It just wasn't feasible. So I decided to separate and go out and find my own place. And that has been a journey.
It's been really hard, if you ask me.
Oh, stop. She lives in the most beautiful place. Like that's the living room we're sitting in right now is Saliha's living room. And it is gorgeous.
Apartment tour coming soon.
Honestly, yeah. I don't know if I would do one for mine because...
Tell them why.
Yeah, so the place I found is in a flat with 4 other people who are super cool. Honestly, I'm getting on with them really well. But the apartment itself, like I had to get on my hands and knees to clean it because it was just like dusty, like a mess, and I don't even want to talk about the 3rd problem that we had, but like it was gross, just really gross. And so, I love the people, which is the important thing, and it's close to everything that I wanted to be close to. And so that was the plus, that it was like, less than an hour commute to work as well. Because I'm in a high school, so Leah's in a primary school. We needed to be close to work.
Yeah, exactly. And I think the locations that we chose just work perfectly for all of us, you know what I mean? And so it makes sense. But I mean, the thing is with our beautiful love story, the thing is that we met in Miami. We were chatting on Skype, like literally months before we even got to meet up in Miami. We had the group chat going. We got here to Spain. We were like going to the art museums together, exploring the city together. Like we were attached to the hip. You know what I mean? And then it's like all of a sudden you don't realize that there's a freaking housing crisis going on because COVID is over. not really, and everyone wants to just move to Europe, you know?
Yeah.
So just imagine like the inflation that is happening in Madrid right now.
That's what I was about to mention.
Yeah.
Is the inflation is skyrocketing, and especially not even for the Airbnbs and stuff in Madrid being like, maybe in September and October it's usually that expensive and it's not quite the off season. But even the apartments that we were looking at were like more than we were expecting. Like the real estate in Madrid is more than I thought it would be, because everyone talks about how like cheap, you know, Spain is, like, respectively, and you know how affordable it can be to find a place, and then because we only get paid so much from our school.
Exactly.
And I don't know, maybe we can get more into that either in this video or in our own videos on our own channels. But yeah, it's not that much money, and we have to make it work with rent and everything, so it's not like we can throw money at a place.
Exactly.
We had to be economical about it.
Yeah, we had to be smart about it. And I think the way we went about it was just like the best way. Of course, like, do we wish some things maybe would have went different? Like, only thing that I wish that would have been different is that the beautiful 3-bedroom that we did find, or the ones that we did found or whatever, like, I wish they would have said yes. Because if they just said yes, we would have had a place like the week after the 4-bedroom fell out. You know what I mean? And so it sucks, but at the same time, you gotta do what you gotta do when you're in a spot that you don't want to be in. Yeah. You know? But
and everything happens for a reason. Like, I'm living on my own and, you know, kind of doing my thing. We've been on a trip together. We hang out as much as possible.
Yeah.
You're like 30 minutes from me by train, so not that far.
Like 20 minutes, because you're right there.
Yeah.
I don't like give her location away, but when you're like,
I'm like, don't say it. I'm like, I'm here. Let's just say I live in the neighborhood that I wanted to live in, so I'm grateful for that. Like, it really is a privilege to be here, and we did come with like, we came with, you know, the right amount of finances. Like, we were prepared. It was a year plus planning. Like, this wasn't like a spontaneous trip. As cool as that sounds, I know some people can pull that off, but I don't think that's us.
We're not on that level yet. One day, but it wasn't today.
One day. We're working on it.
Yeah. But the thing is, we had planned accordingly. We were just so excited about it. And like, it was just so heart-wrenching when we had to like have the conversation as roommates and be like, hey, maybe we should make this decision.
It was so much touch and go for a while.
And like we were like, when I tell you we were like praying at like a dinner table for a place, hand in hand.
Oh my God, I
like,
forgot.
Yes, like we had like moments.
There were multiple days crying, like together and then separate.
Yeah, like crying was happening 24/7, and like when you cry with someone, it just the bond.
Oh, like it makes me emotional to think about. Yeah, we did like sit at a table and kind of hold hands and literally pray that we would find a place and stay together because we wanted to be that support system. Obviously, we don't know anyone in Madrid. We moved here like, you know, not knowing a single soul, and so the friends you make in the beginning who are going through the same thing are really important. So
exactly, 100%. I mean, I can't, like, I think about it and I get just a little emotional. But the thing is that I'm just lucky enough to have someone like Dom
in my
life. I definitely think that we were brought together for a reason. And so regardless,
we have to talk about when we found out the other did YouTube. It was
okay, so y'all know I slack on my channel, but the point is that I have a YouTube channel, and when I was living in Italy, as you guys know, I didn't capture a lot of content.
Like, don't get mad at us.
Yeah, please don't get mad at us. But we're catching up now, and so that was the first thing that me and Dom like vibed about, because we're like, oh my gosh, I have a YouTube channel, I don't know how to start it up again, and Dom was like, there's no way.
Yeah, we have to vlog, we have to get on it, like, we have to give the people what they want.
Yes, we have to give you guys what you want. And so it just like happened naturally. So like there was so many like coincidences.
Just like little dots connecting that were like, okay, we were supposed to meet and hang out, and just that's why we're doing this video.
Life. Yeah, because like, you were just so obsessed with the idea of like getting to know you guys together.
And we want to document this process like every step of the way so that if you're thinking of doing the same thing, you can sort of learn from our mistakes. There's going to be like a lot of little culture shocks and things like that you'll face or that we still have yet to face. Yeah. Like, don't even get me started. The list is long. Like, it is so different from the US.
And we're definitely going to like talk about that like in our separate videos. So keep in mind for that. And as you can see, I'm black, she's Hispanic, we both got the curly hair. You know what I mean? And so there's different experiences that come with her and then with me, and so we're just really excited to be able to share that with you guys and let you know like what you're getting yourself in for when you're signing up to move to Spain, specifically Madrid, because that's our experience.
I know. So look out for that next video. We'll talk about why I moved to Madrid, why Saliha moved to Madrid. Yeah. So this will be a second part to it or first part?
This is part 1 of the housing crisis in Madrid. And then we'll get more, like we're gonna, hopefully you guys, if you guys have any questions, more specifics, make sure to leave it down in the comments below, give this video a like, but please, if you have questions, ask us and we will answer everything you got in a part 2.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, this is Saliha. She's amazing. Follow her on YouTube or subscribe on YouTube. Follow her on Instagram. I'll link everything down in the description box. And we can't wait to see you soon.
Yes. Okay. See you soon, guys. Bye.